Welcome to Business Doctor. We have seen in the past about three cardinal rules and a SES technique. Today we will be talking about how to prioritize things. Prioritization of things is required because there is a need for urgency to complete certain tasks, or some tasks are very important for you to complete in time, or some tasks may involve time, some tasks may involve money, some tasks may involve dependency on others. Some tasks may be on an even base. So there is a need for prioritization of tasks. So one of the techniques which is predominantly used is a matrix approach. We can have a scale wherein the x-axis can be in the sense of urgency and y-axis can be on the order of importance. We can divide as low and high. So you will get a quadrant, classify all the tasks and put it into this four quadrants. Whichever is important and urgent, that needs to be taken up first. Then based on the time or money or any other constraints, accordingly these tasks can be carried out. There is also another way by which these tasks can be prioritized, which is like putting a sequence, which means you can do from 1 to n. Mostly it is 1 to 10. Even there are 100 tasks, all 100s need not be prioritized. Only the top 10 can be or top 20 can be prioritized. And there is also a dimension to this prioritization technique. Suppose you are alone, like for example, you are a student, you can't delegate certain things to others. For example, you can't ask someone else to do it for you. So you have to do a lot of things like assignments, to reading and writing exams, or even preparing exams, preparing for practicals. All these things the individual has to do. But on the other hand, if you are employed in an organization, depending upon the role or the position where you are, accordingly the tasks prioritization can slightly differ. Suppose you have a set of staff or subordinates working for you, or you have a team to to rely on, then probably you can give the non-prioritized tasks. Non-prioritization not from the point of view of the project or that purpose. It is from your perspective, whatever you feel important that you can do, and the rest of the things you can ask your team members to complete, which is like delegation. And in some case, suppose you have 10 tasks to be completed on a priority, it won't be even good for you to focus on all the 10 tasks. For example, a CEO should not be focusing more than one or two tasks, even if the remaining eight or nine tasks are as important. The CEO would probably will be focusing on the first two tasks. So when the CEO would take up the third or fourth, by the time one gets completed or two gets completed, the three and four will pick up or come back to the position one and two. Or by the time the task might have been carried out or might have become redundant, or it would have been carried out in a different way and by a different set of people. So the CEO need not do that. So anything which is there in the first two or three, that task could be priority. This is one approach. But there is also a caveat to this in the sense that there are a lot of unimportant or insignificant tasks which will also affect the progress of your goal or the task per se. So it is very very important that insignificant tasks are also not piled up. So you have to plan in such a way that at appropriate time either you should delegate or ensure that these tasks are done at a time when it doesn't become a priority or a critical in nature. So with this, we have discussed about the prioritization today. In the next video, we will be discussing about when somebody gets delegated on this task. Okay, so how he or she would be in a position to fulfill the task given to him or her in the time which is required to be completed, so that you can also prove to your manager or to your boss or someone who has given you the task that you have got a skin in the game and still you are able to complete that task. That we will see it in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.